Thanks for being here. This is the first day of Play Me I'm Yours, the Boston Street Piano Festival. My name is Gary Dunning. I'm president and executive director of Celebrity Series of Boston, and we are so proud to bring this back to Boston. We first did it in 2013, and it was such a hit, and over 500,000 people participated because it was our 75th anniversary, and we wanted to say thank you back to Boston for supporting Celebrity Series for so many years. And with 500,000 people participating, we knew we had to bring it back. And so 2016 is the year. It's a great project because it just surprises people, engages people. It makes neighbors run into each other and talk about it. So this year we have 60 pianos. They've all been decorated by local artists from across Boston. Many of them are here. And I want to do a particular shout out to the artist for this piano, Eddie Bruckner. What we asked the artist was just to use Boston as an inspiration, and Eddie certainly did. Now, this is a great project because we're also working with almost 100 different community groups, from the largest cultural institutions to a storefront neighborhood association. Those partners are helping us place the pianos, they're helping us take care of the pianos, they're looking out after the pianos. We have a piano in every single Boston neighborhood and several all across Cambridge. They're going to be here for 18 days so people can just celebrate the joy of live performance. Now, it's probably not hard to imagine that a project this large does need some funding. So I definitely want to thank the funders who really made this possible and made it a gift to Boston. The Boston Foundation, the Klarman Family Foundation, Stephanie Brown, Joshua and Amy Boger, Frank and Eleanor Powell, Donna and Mike Egan, and then certainly our partners, the Alston Piano Moving Company, who really helped out, the Innovation and Design Building, who donated space where all the pianos were painted, the Art Fund from New England Foundation for the Arts, and I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but they were very generous and we're very grateful. So now I'd like to make an introduction that's a real pleasure for me, because projects like this really make Boston begin to sort of say, yes, we value art and artists, and artist citizens are part of this community. They are throughout this community, and that's really started with the leadership of Mayor Marty Walsh. Marty, thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary. And I'd like to, on behalf of myself and City Council President Michelle Wu, who's here with us today, would like to thank you, Gary, and you, Luke, for being here with us today. We want to thank the kids from the Renaissance Charter School who are going to perform in a few minutes. We also have a special guest performer in a little while, which will surprise you. So when the kids are done playing, don't leave. But this is exciting in the city of Boston, making sure that we're constantly promoting arts and culture. And I just left the Boston Lyric Opera House. The Boston Opera House, who's having the Boston Lyric Opera perform there for the first time. There's an opera actually in the Opera House in over 26 years, which is crazy. But it's and a lot of the discussion at that announcement was about Boston and really focusing and putting a lot of emphasis on the arts in our city, and this is just another piece, another step. And I know it's not the first time we're here, but I know that it's exciting, and a lot of neighborhoods are probably walking by right now going, what's that all about? But I want to thank you all for being here today. Again, I want to thank you, Gary, for being here with us, and I want to thank the young men and women from the Renaissance Charter School who are probably going to give us a special treat here. So I'm going to turn the microphone back over to Gary, and we're going to move forward.
Thank you, Mayor Walsh. We're very grateful to have you here. I want to make another introduction. This is not the first city that Street Pianos has appeared in. In fact, it's been part of 50 cities worldwide, and there have now been over 1,500 pianos and 10 million people who participated in this. And this all started with a very simple idea of an invitation that said, "Play me, I'm yours." And the creator of that project is Luke Jerram.
Hello. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm from Bristol in England, and I came up with this idea for this project maybe 7 or 8 years ago now, and it's really kind of bloomed. It's amazing to be back here in Boston, and Celebrity Series have done such an amazing job with 60 pianos across the city, literally dotted in every neighborhood of the city. So, I think the public are going to be amazingly grateful for these pianos that they can play and enjoy, and I really hope everyone has such an amazing time. And it's a real privilege to be here And you know, thanks again for everyone's hard work. It's been a huge team effort. The pianos are amazingly beautiful thanks to the artists. So thank you again, and thanks wonderful for all these lovely, you know, the donors and the support to enable this project to come into being. So thanks again.
Thank you, Luke. So now the best way to start off a festival that's all about music is to hear some. Let me introduce the voices of Renaissance Choir from the Renaissance Charter School.
Everybody clap with us now.
One more day to see the sun is shining. One more day to have my friends around me. One more day to love everybody. One more day we wait for another day. Let's celebrate. One more day to see the sun is shining. One more day to have my friends around me. One more day to love everybody. One more day we made another day. Let's celebrate. One more day to see the sun is shining. One more day to have my friends around me. One more day to love everybody. One more day we're to another day. Let's celebrate. Lift your head up. Hold your head up. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. Lift your head up. Hold your head up. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. Lift your head up. Hold your head up. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. Lift your head up. Hold your head up. Don't you give 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 up. We made it to another day. We made it to another day. We made it to another day. Let's celebrate.
And now, as the mayor said, we have a special guest just coming off a concert tour all across North America. Michelle Wu, a surprise.
So the mayor composed this for me, and his composition tastes are very similar to George Gershwin's, so I'm going to be playing the first piano prelude.
Thank you so much. Thanks again to Mayor Walsh. Thanks to Luke. Thanks to all the artists. Thanks to the Renaissance Choir. Play them, Boston. They're yours. Enjoy it. Thank you so much.